Hey, welcome to first week with a baby. This is day 5, although apparently it's only day 4. They don't count the first day, so I've actually got in a right old muddle. But to me, he was born early hours of Wednesday, so today technically is day 5 to me. Don't care what the midwives are saying, I'm counting it as day 5. So it is Sunday and we've had a pretty good day, which is just as well because last night was absolutely horrendous. I came to bed with him at around 9 o'clock I think, and he didn't stop feeding until about 4. So I was absolutely exhausted and wanted to cry really. I'd had enough, because he would sleep sort of while he was feeding, so that's fine for him but not fine for me. And then when he'd stop feeding and I'd think, oh thank goodness for that, and I'd put him down and he'd just wake straight back up and you could just see him going you know, trying to root around to the side, and there was just no settling him again. I tried a dummy, I tried white noise, everything. You know, you just start to lose your mind, don't you, and you just think it's never going to end. And well, I think at around 2 o'clock in the morning I gave in again and just laid him next to me for a feed. But again, you just can't sleep because you're just paranoid that he's going to roll out the bed or get squashed in the middle or whatever. So I still wasn't asleep. I was shutting my eyes, but I could, well, and it's still hurting, you know. It's not as painful. The pain is going away when he's feeding, but you know, you can't sleep when there's somebody biting your nipple off, can you? So but at 4 o'clock in the morning I needed a toilet, and so I just rolled over and I just said to Mr. F, I was just like, can you just have him while I go to the toilet? And he just said, look, just shut your eyes and go to sleep and I'll just sit with him. So he just like was on his phone looking at whatever and just had him on his chest. But then I did sleep from 4, but I kept waking up panicking that he'd fallen asleep, and that he'd have rolled off his chest and whatever. And at one point he dropped his phone or something, and it startled me and I almost had a heart attack because I thought that the baby had fallen on the floor, but it wasn't. It was whatever it was that he dropped, and he was still wide awake on his phone looking at Facebook or whatever. So and baby was blooming asleep. So but he liked sleeping on his tummy, so he was fine on his chest for the rest of the hours. And then I think at about 6 he woke up for a feed, and I was, you know, I'd had a couple of hours so I didn't feel so bad. But yeah, it was a horrendous night. But today he's had really good feeds. I felt like there's been some structure to them. He sort of had a really good feed from both sides. His latches, well, it's been good since he was born really, but it's really getting good and it's not hurting as much. And then he slept then for sort of 2-3 hours in between feeds. So I'm hoping that we can continue that through this evening, and then tomorrow, tonight, he'll continue again. So fingers crossed anyway. So that's him today. His poos are even more yellow today, so the meconium's pretty much out of his system. He's very windy today, but that's probably because of the time that he was on laying next to me feeding, and then I didn't wind him because I was like dozing, so it probably just built up in his system, whatever. And also I think when your milk's coming in and your boobs are rock hard and they can't latch properly, they're taking in more air than they should be. So I think yesterday with not as good a latch, he had a lot of air in his system. But he's not been so bad today with that. And that's it. Oh, and then because I thought today was day 5, I thought the midwife was coming today, and I swear she said she was seeing me on Sunday or whatever. But apparently I'm in the diary for tomorrow. Someone rang me this morning and said, because if you watch my day 3 video, I think it was, when another midwife had come to test his eyes, I must have said to her, oh yeah, I'm seeing the other midwife on Sunday, and she must have suddenly realised. So she rang me this morning and said, oh, I think you said Sunday, it's not, it's Monday. So thankfully we didn't stay in and wait all day. We had some visitors this morning, and then this evening after we found out that the midwife wasn't coming, we were able to get round to my mum's to celebrate my sister's birthday. So it's been quite a nice day, but I am exhausted after last night. Yeah, so I've still got not so much boulders today on my chest. They're still not, you know, as they should be. They're still very, very full. They're still getting used to having milk in them, and like I say, it's not as painful feeding today. I've still been very angry today. If you saw yesterday's video, I was saying that I'd been very angry. Still very angry today and a little bit tearful. My birth video is up, and a couple of people have watched it when they've come round, and it sets me off every time just seeing him and remembering him being plopped onto my chest. So that I've been a little bit tearful, but overall the hormones of days 4 and 5 are that of anger. Mainly it just having to put on a brave face for people coming round when all I really want to do is curl up in a ball and go to sleep, and it's, you know, having people round, and then I just sort of get a bit, you know, I just want to go to sleep now. I've had enough. So yeah, I'm not the best company really today, which is a bit rubbish since it was my sister's birthday, but I'm just so tired. I need my sleep, and hopefully people understand. I have just expelled a human, so hopefully they will understand that I'm not myself. I think that's it really. Oh, his belly button fell off, or the cord fell off, and his little belly button is in situ now. It's a little bit weepy, and I think it's because it's fallen off so quickly. Actually, the midwife commented actually the day they came on day 2 or day 1, whatever they want to call it. She said that will come off really quickly. It's already dried up, which the girls took ages for theirs to drop off. It was disgusting, but his has dropped off today. So that's good, because I hate, you know, when you're trying to do up the nappy and you feel like you're going to knock it, and is it going to hurt him? I mean, does it hurt? I have no idea. So that's fallen off, so that's nice. We just need to make sure that's nice and clean until it doesn't look so raw anymore. I don't think there's been any other developments. So I'm just going to leave you with today's bump shot. I've had a lot of party food around my mum's. I've been scoffing on the sausage rolls and spring rolls and eclairs. So I'm probably more around than I was for yesterday's, although I did say yesterday that I had my maternity jeans on and they were holding me in, so today is a little bit looser. But yeah, I'm still got my baby pouch, but it does feel like it is shrinking. Such a weird feeling, and I had a panic attack that I couldn't feel baby moving, which I remember having last time as well. And then you suddenly think, oh yes, no, that's because he's not in there anymore. But yeah, so I did have a bit of a panic. Oh my god, I haven't felt him move for ages. You know, it's very peculiar. But yeah, that is me for day 5. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.